Yeah. Oh, gotta love music, am I right? Hello, travelers of the internet! Welcome back to Guardian Studios, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to you. My name is JGar1, and I'm your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience. We are back, my friends, in the world of Gyros here on the YouTube channel, where a small problem has come to my attention. Take a look at my hotbar. Notice something? Yep, it's the pickaxes. My pickaxes are breaking. And unfortunately, even if my Silk Touch pickaxe had mending, it is very, very hard to repair equipment when you don't have a means of getting XP in a hurry. Yeah, I can go trading, that's true. Hello, Brato! Welcome to the channel. Or welcome back, I should say. Pretty sure we've seen you before. In fact, yes, we have. It's just been a while. How are you? Hope you're doing alright. But to continue what I was saying, it is true. I could go to the trading hall and trade a whole bunch to get items from there and to repair my tools, but that still takes a bit longer than I would like, and I don't like doing trading off camera. There is, however, one thing I never mind doing off camera, and that is grinding at a mob grinder. Now, if you don't know what a mob grinder is, two things. Number one, where have you been? Number two, it is a structure built to spawn and contain mobs, aka monsters and such, for you to be able to eliminate them later. It could be immediately after they spawn, or it could be way after they have been spawned in for a while. And Minecrafters make use of these all the time. All the time. Ah, I get you, Brado. I get you. And normally, these mob spawners, these mob grinders, are really, really good. One small problem. They are a pain to make in vanilla. Why, you may ask? Because efficiency is horrible. Efficiency of a regular mob grinder is abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. I have worked with several different kinds. They all are slow as molasses. Every kind of mob spawner I've tried to make, at some point or another, the mob grinder is just way too slow to be able to be called helpful. Too inefficient. Hey there, Ryan. Glad you can make it to the stream, my dude. Glad you can make it. So this leaves us with a problem. How do we repair our tools between sessions to be able to handle whatever projects I end up having to do during the session? Well, that is where mob spawners make up the difference. When making a mob grinder, there are two kinds you can make. Hey, Owen! You can either make a mob grinder that is based entirely on natural mob spawns, which those are the kind that I can't stand having to make because they are abysmally slow and extremely complicated to get to make work properly. Or you can find a mob spawner and use that to make yourself a mob grinder that works. And that is what we are going to try to do today. We are going to bring up a tool that I don't often use, but that when I do use, it proves itself to be quite helpful. It is called Chunk base. Alrighty there, Owen. Who knows? Maybe I'll be on my Twitch channel by that point. You guys don't know where that is? Link in the About page. Chunk Base is a very simple and helpful tool that provides all kinds of smaller tools to use to help you navigate your world. You can find biomes and structures with it based upon the seed of your world. It also can generate all of this as part of a seed map that is extremely helpful. And we are going to make use of such a tool right now. Hey, Leo! Glad you could make it, my dude. Glad you could make it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the seed for Gyros, and we're going to input it into Chunk Base. I'm going to input it right now. -1, 5, 5, 3, 1, 6, 0, 6, 2, 3, 8, 2, 4 zeros, and 403. Now, if that worked, then I should have the right map in front of me to be able to find my current coordinates and look for a spawner on the map. Hopefully, I can find one relatively easily. Yes, Ryan, unfortunately, that is the case. Unfortunately, that is the case. Okay, Brado, you are welcome to do so as long as anything you post is family friendly. Let me see. X to the 260 and Y, or Z, to -41 988. Basically -4190. Okay. I'm trying to find specifically a dungeon. I specifically want a mob spawner. If I can, I'd like to have a skeleton spawner. Is that what I'm looking at right now? Possible dungeon. Okay, so we might have just found... I might have just found coordinates for a dungeon. The unfortunate thing is, yeah, I remember, Ryan. I remember. That was kind of funny. Now, I will go ahead and warn you guys, if you decide you do want to use Chunk Base, it is a great tool, but if you look for something like a dungeon like I'm doing, you have to be ready to accept that it may not be there. Dungeons, unfortunately, and all mob spawners are based on your individual iteration of the seed. Your save will always be different from somebody else's. So where you have spawners spawning in one set of places, another person with the same seed may have them spawn in an entirely different place. It's a pain in the neck, but that's how it is. It's a pain in the neck, but that's how the game is. Mojang changed it to help make it so that different players could have a different experience with each seed. So you got to get very fortunate with modern Minecraft to have a spawner spawn where Chunk Base tells you it is supposed to. Because it's not actually telling you where it is going to spawn, it's telling you where it could generate. You have to understand that defining point these days. Yeah, that was a funny moment, Ryan. Having you just pop in and go, oh, hi, and then basically bounce out. And I was like, what was that? And then I realized who it was. Okay, go to X22. I've heard that's what science says. I've heard that's what science says. Fascinating, isn't it? Okay, what the humba? What the humba jumba? That was weird. So, X22, Z, negative 4001. I feel like I'm headed into an Arabian Night. No. I'm kidding around. But if the coordinates are accurate, then we're not far off from having a skeleton spawner. But again, we have to remember, this is just where it might spawn. There are no guarantees with spawners anymore. Ouch. Okay, did not expect that to be able to hurt me. That was weird. But that is where Chunk Base would have us go to reach the spawner. So I'm gonna have to dig down and hope that it is leading me to a spawner that took shape. Yep, that is true. That is the unwritten rule of Minecraft. Never dig straight down. I adjust the rule and say never dig straight down on just one block. If you must dig straight down, have a second block. Basically, if you must dig straight down, dig like this. It's safer. Stress, it is safer. It is not absolutely straight. It is not absolutely safe. The safest way to dig down is the tried and true staircase method. But this can work if you need it to. Oh my gosh, we might have actually hit pay dirt. I hear skeletons. We're supposed to be headed for a skeleton spawner. Holy Goombas, it worked! It worked! Oh my gosh, it actually worked! I was not expecting it to actually work! Oh my gosh. The fact that it actually worked, that we actually have a skeleton spawner to call our own, that is insane. That is insane. But in a good way. I am so stoked right now. Now what? We're just gonna go ahead and take that whole chest worth of loot. That guy waited for me to take out his rival. Oh man, The only thing that would be better than this is if there were multiple of these spawners close together. Unfortunately, any other spawners will be too far away for us to make use of them. There is one, according to Chunk Base, that's close by. It's a zombie spawner, and I would love to add it to the mix, but it's several blocks away. It is many blocks away. So, it's not going to be able to be added to the mix. What would really be nice is if we could somehow move this up to the surface. If we could put this up to on the surface, that would be the premium of premiums. That would be absolutely incredible. Huh. Is that right? Well, if that's accurate, then that's kind of fascinating. Alright, so we can go ahead and make this into a spawning chamber. And then we can... Oh, this is awesome. This is great! This is fantastic. Oh, I'm happy right now. I am so happy right now. Okay. Put torches all around the spawner so it doesn't trigger. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's cool. What we're gonna do is we're going to turn this chamber into a spawn room where mobs can spawn for us to take out. And it's actually really simple. And this is that's part of why mob spawners are the key to the most efficient mob grinders. The way it works is simple. You build a 9 by 9 by 9 cube around the spawner. The spawner can trigger if there aren't enough mobs to hit its spawn cap within that cube. Within a certain radius of the spawner, if there's too many of the mob it spawns, it will not trigger. If there are not enough of the mobs that it spawns, it will trigger. However, this is conditional upon the player being within, I believe it's a 16 block radius of the spawner. If we were outside that radius, the spawner would not work. Period. Fascinating stuff. But you guys aren't necessarily here for the technicals. You're here, I'm sure, primarily for practicals. So, let's get on with the practical. The practical here is converting this thing into a usable mob grinder. It is, again, very simple and straightforward. You make a 9 by 9 cube. Put a chamber within 16 blocks radius of the spawner. And then you make a way to funnel the mobs away from the spawner so that they're outside of the main cube, outside of the spawn radius. Once they are outside of the mob cap radius for the spawner, you're good to go. You can go ahead and take them out and reap the rewards. Am I really? Oh, it's because of all the junk. It's because of all the junk. That's what's going on. I was like, why am I not picking up this gold? And the reason is painfully obvious. It was because my inventory was full from stuff from the chest. I don't even need most of this. But I can always use more iron and gold. Now, the one thing is we do have to be careful not to break the spawner. If we break the spawner, then we're in big trouble. Now, there is one point that's going to make this complicated. We don't have soul sand. And most spawners would make use of soul sand. Most mob grinders would make use of soul sand to help move mobs to where you want them to be for the killing. We do not have that luxury at the moment. We can't use what we don't have, and we do not have soul sand. However, we do have water, and we can still use that to push mobs around and get them to where we want them. We're just going to have to put the kill chamber below the spawner. Again, if we could somehow move the spawner or pick up the spawner, I would rather do that and just put it up on the surface in a building that we can use as our spawning and killing chamber, but that's not possible with vanilla. I'm not even sure if it's possible with any form of Bedrock with an add-on. I don't know if there are any add-ons that can make it happen. I don't know, Brado. That's actually an interesting kind of question. Alright. I want to see, where would the mobs... Okay, so that's where it would end. Unless... No, I do have to start being careful because I'm running out of durability on this pick. Yeah, I really don't know how to answer that one. You'd think the two species would be related. But then, we don't know what the, we don't really know what the dinosaurs looked like. We only have our impressions of what they must have looked like. No one says that what we assume they look like is accurate. No one says that it's entirely accurate. Now, do they? We can only give a rough guess of what they actually looked like. So, who's to say that they weren't feathered rather than scaled? Or something like that? You never know. We don't really know. Just a little food for thought, I'd say. Food for the thoughts. Food for thought. For thinking. And there you go. Case in point. Movies would, for a long time, have had us assume entirely that, oh, raptors were big, ferocious, scaly things. When science tells us that they were more likely very small, had feathers, and were not quite what we expected originally. There you go. At the time, they didn't know. They wanted to do this idea. They had to work based on what they thought was true. They had to work based on what they thought was... Whoa! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Diamonds! 2 diamond ores. 2 diamonds already. 4 diamonds! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, it's... Oh my gosh, it's Christmas. It's practically a Christmas moment. Sweet! I'm not even mining for diamonds. I just happened to find diamonds, picking up some raw ore. Sweet! Oh, I'm happy. I am so happy with that. That was not something I was expecting to have happen. What the heck? I'm not complaining though. I'm quite happy. I am very pleased. This is a most delightful turn of events. What am I hearing? I'm hearing growling. That just makes me wonder, how close is that zombie spawner that I saw on the map? How close is it? It's a couple of chunks away. So yeah, that would not work. And it's at a Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, we may have 2 spawners to do today. We may have 2 spawners to work with today. According to Chunk Base, there's another possible spawner that is much closer to the surface that we may be able to make use of. A different kind of spawner, but still, it might be worth looking into. But first, we finish making this spawner into a grinder. I just keep putting torches because I want to make sure that nothing can spawn. I know the spawner is currently off, but I just want to be careful. Aha! And that's how we get our information about them. Fossils. To get information about a creature like a dinosaur, we have to use fossils. Which does mean that, unfortunately, we have to have a little bit of guesswork in our understanding. Of course, these are educated guesses based on the information that we are able to find in the fossils. The fossils can show us some had beaks, some had teeth, and so we are able to know that much. Were it not for the fossils, we would not know anything about dinosaurs. Interesting little bit of stuff to think about, I'd say. Aha. There it is. There's the... Yep. Okay. So at this point, my plan... Whoops. Is to have the skeletons that spawn from the spawner get pushed into this channel. And they'll go along into a space where I can eliminate them. But I do need to be low enough that I can put in a hopper underneath them. So... And this method of making the mob spawner, the mob grinder, will actually work for every mob spawner except for the spiders and the silverfish, if I'm not much mistaken. Is this centered on... Whoops. Yes, it is, actually. Huh. I didn't expect to actually have it centered along where the spawner was. Nice. I think we're better off not doing something like that. After all, Jurassic Park may be fiction, but let us consider if we could bring it back. Does that necessarily mean that we should? Eh? I'd say no, because what if some numbskull decides that they know enough that they can control these creatures? You can't. They're part of nature. Ain't nobody can control nature. If we ever do reach the point that we can recreate dinosaurs, I'd say, yes, you can, but should you? I would say no, we shouldn't. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Say we recreate them and we lose control like they did in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. People, we may have weapons to take them down, but we are not going to be able to handle that kind of a thing so easy as you may like to think. I do not think so. There you go. You don't want to come across a real T-Rex. Because them things is gone. And if them things were to come back, what do you think they're gonna eat? Us. They would want to eat us. I, for one, do not want to be on some dino's lunch menu. So, no thank you. It would be awesome, but no thank you. I would not want to be on the menu. Now that possibility I could kind of agree might not be so bad. Except you'd still want to be careful as heck, because those creatures, they're wild animals, and they'd be big. They do be big, my friends. Let's not forget that. There's a lot we have to consider in the question of, if we could, should we? And the question of, could we handle them, is the big one. These are just the kinds of things that pop into my mind sometimes, however. So these questions are actually quite fun to field and consider. Fair point, Brado. Fair point. Fair point. Assuming that all herbivores behave that way. Going up, up and away. That's where we're going. Up and away. Why are we going? Because I say we gotta go up and away. And I am realizing that I don't have any more scaffolding with me. That fouls things up a little bit, doesn't it? Ooh, we have hit dirt. We hit dirt. Does that mean surface? Oh no, we're at the surface. And it's very clearly nighttime. Okay, there's the iron spire. Oh, the sun's coming up. Okay, not so worried then. Ah, ha 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 ha! Take a look at that. Look at that. Oh no, now they're burning. Oh, they're going after that guy. I see. I see what's going on. They were going after that guy, after the wandering trader that spawned up there. Potentially. We could potentially, assuming that they behave like that. So who knows? Maybe one day that'll be a thing. I'm a little skeptical still, but you've convinced me. If one day it could happen, yes, perhaps bringing back just the herbivores wouldn't be bad. But let us stress just the herbivores, please. Not the ones that could add us to the menu. We don't want to be a dino snack. Alright, got to get back to the house. Gotta get back to base. Gotta get some more scaffolding so that we can go down and figure out where we need to dig down at to make the space for the water landing. Because I don't mind having to make a journey of a couple of hundred blocks if it means I get to repair my pick. Or we could make another tunnel from the Iron Spire. Ooh, now that is a thought. That is a thought. Oh, nice, Leo. It's a great game, isn't it? It's such a fun game. So much fun. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I want to play this game a lot more than I do. Okay, give me that deep slate. That cobbled deep slate. Give me that back. Where is scaffolding? Scaffolding! There is some! Oh my goodness, we've got some. And we've also got some beautiful blue rocks. Some diamonds. We got 4 diamonds. Sweet! We can put 2 of those and some obsidian together and make an enchanting table if we wanna. Yes! Sweet! 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 I'm happy. I am genuinely, sincerely, truly happy. Uh-oh. Well, now my mood just dropped a little. Snow. 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 Sucks so bad. The snow sucks. I hate snow. I hate dealing with snow so very much. But I'll endure. I got a nice, cozy fire heated house. A nice, comfy bed in my cozy little bedroom. And I've got my base full of wonderful things. I've got a ton of wolves, for one thing. A bunch of cats, for another. And I have a plan. Is good plan. At least, I think it's a good plan. And the good plan is simple. Find the spot that we just left. And take it down a couple of blocks to where we can work with the height. How did I do that? How did I pick just the right spot? I have no idea. Okay, so my thought is we're going to make another tunnel like this one. But we're going to make it from here. And we'll take it over to where the skeleton spawner will be underground. Now, hopefully it'll work. So, wait a minute. I need to go back down there because I need to see what Y level I need to aim for. Y level 54. Okay. So, we dig to Y level 54, make a chamber, and then our goal will be to connect the chambers. Ouch. Did you know packed snow is hard on the legs for landing? Or at least that's what the game would imply. Alright, so it's somewhere right over there. When we find our torch, we'll know that we found the spot to dig. Dig a dig a dig a dig a dig 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 dig. Going up. Up, 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 and away! It's right up here. There it is. Okay, what Y level did I say? What Y level did I say? Let me go back. A little bit. 54. That's right. Y level 54. Okay. Whoops. Hey, let me swap those out, dummy. Right, let's go down and see what we're working with. What side do we need to put the thing on? Wait, what side was that torch on? That side. Okay. So then, if we go straight up, going up. There we go. Alright, now, before we can actually do the tunnel, I need to repair my pick. So let's go ahead and dig down. Bearing in mind that we're going to have to close up any hole that we come across in the walls. I think we've managed to get down without having to deal with any holes in the wall. So we're all good. Let's put water there and we're good to go. So now, all that remains is to put a hopper in some kind of container right there. We've got the container, but we don't have a hopper. And I already put all that iron back where we got it, or back in our storage, so gonna have to go up to the surface. Which I just blocked the way to. Okay. What the? Oh, hey! Whoa! Okay. Nope. We've got an emergency exit. We got an emergency exit. But it's, nighttime. Okay. How do I do this? Yeah, that. We're going to, block that up. I should really go down there and block this off, too. But I don't think I have enough blocks to do that. So for now, I'm just going to do this. And then swap picks so that I don't break my fortune one. And we'll make this the emergency exit. Going up, 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 up. We must be inside of a mountain or something. Yep, we were. Kind of what I thought. Now it's just a matter of making my way back out of here. And then head for the base. And get ourselves some sleep before we get mauled by a polar bear or swarmed by strays. Or overpowered by phantoms, for that matter, because I don't know when I last had my guys sleep. That just occurred to me. I don't know when I last had my character sleep. So we may have phantoms preparing to spawn soon. Don't want that. Not at all. Over we go. Dum 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 da da. Go ahead and take a nap. We're all good. Now, let's go get some iron so we can make a hopper. With a hopper, we'll be able to make our system able to collect all the items that the skeletons will drop when they die. This is going to be good. Soon, very soon, we will have for ourselves a skeleton grinder. And with a skeleton grinder, we will have everything we need to keep our world going for a good long time. I'm looking forward to it. Do I have any wood left out here? No, I think I put all the wood away in the house, in the storage system. That's okay. That's okay. There's a few logs I can grab that'll help fill in our wood supplies for the moment. Need and yeah, that should do for now. 4 chests, 4 hoppers. That might be enough for now. Actually, no. Wait a minute. Do I have any planks anywhere in here? Any kind of planks. I don't care what kind. Wait a minute. Oak logs. That'll do. Convert these into planks. Then come back over here to the crafting table. Convert these specifically into chests. And that gives us plenty to be able to make our storage for the skeleton spawner. Because it's got to be able to contain a good amount of items. Because we're going to be using that thing a lot if we can help it. And we most certainly can. So let's head back to the spawner. A hunt is on, and the hunt is almost done. Of course, I did say there was another spawner, a zombie spawner, that we might make use of too. And we will, but I think we'll go on for that one in another session. I think our main focus for this one is just get the skeleton spawner operational and then actually make use of it for a little while. And start repairing our tools. It'll also be good for once we get our armor equipped with mending enchantments. Then, all of our gear will be able to be repaired much more easily. I mean, this shield has mending, and it has lasted me pretty much since I got it. Ever since I got it enchanted, this shield has served me well. And I expect it to continue to do so. So, where's my emergency exit? Did I, Oh, right here. Here's the emergency exit. I figure until we make the tunnel leading back to the Iron Spire, this is the best way to get in and out. And now, we drop. Whee! Spleesh! Nice. Okay. This should be pretty simple. Just pop that out. Put a chest there. I'm actually going to have to break into the side here. There we go, and there's some cobbled deep slate in the walls, right there. Okay, and place a few more. Actually need to break that block. I'm going to break a block here and put a crafting table in the floor so that we've got it for when we need it. And then from there, it's just a matter of expanding the storage. I'll be making another chamber at the bottom of the storage system for plucking out all the stuff. But this should provide plenty of storage for the moment. Yeah, that should do. That should do. And just to style it up, let's... Oh, I'm actually plucking out deep slate right now. Whoops. Forgot that I was doing that. This is a little dumb, but let's swap picks real quick. Break these down into cobbled deep slates. Oh, I had more cobbled deep slate. Oh, I was still placing deep slate. I think that's what it was. Okay. I feel dumb, and yet I don't feel dumb as much now. Anyway, items should now be able to be picked up by that hopper and pushed into the system. If we need to add another hopper next to it, then we will. But I don't think we'll have to. I think we're good now. And again, I'll add another chamber lower down for pulling items out of the rest of the system. But for the moment, we really need to get the system running. So, let's see. Does this put us above the water? Nope, it puts us on the water's level. That's okay. There we go. Now they should be able to slide into place where we can eliminate them. Sweet! And we can get all the XP. Oh, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Hello, Money. Hello, Money Jew. Welcome to the channel. Or welcome back if you are returning and I'm just not recognizing your name. That happens more often than you might think, just for the record. But welcome to you. Hope you are having a good day. Or if not, I hope the stream makes your day a little bit better. I may actually lower the kill point so that skeletons kind of like pile into it. Now that I'm actually testing it out, it does feel like they're a little slow. Hello! Carrie Duncan. I remember that name. Ah, Money Gew. Money Gew. Okay. Kind of an interesting name there. Yeah, I remember your name. I remember your name being in the chat before. Good to see you. Glad you can make it to the stream, my friend. Moneygi. Moneygi. Interesting name. Oh, cool. Good. Good. I think. Pretty sure that's good. That is good, right? Sorry, sometimes details about some of our viewers kind of escape me. I apologize. Okay, that should be enough scaffolding to work with. Yeah, see, this is the one thing. Even with a spawner, mob grinder spawn rates are not great. Oh, well, I'm glad you're all right now, Carrie. Is that your name, or do you prefer to go by something else? Let me know. Let me know if you prefer to go by something else. Okay, Carrie. Just double checking. Sometimes people prefer a different name than what I initially know them by. So I just want to make sure that I'm referring to you by the name you actually prefer to be referred by. Last thing I would want to do is annoy anybody by referring to them by a name they don't actually like using. You know what I mean? Thinking I actually want to move the spawner. I want to move the kill spot over a little bit. I either want to move it over or I want to move it around to here. I think I want to move it around to here somewhere. So we're actually going to break the chests, break the hoppers. Oh, they can... Oh, crud. They can get out of there now. Okay. Dumb move. Dumb move, Jay. Dumb move. Why did I do that? Okay, now they can't get out. They can see me, but they can't get out of there. Okay. That's the block where they stop. Sometimes the things I do kind of throw me off. Okay, Monika. Oh, Hoyt! Hoyt! I thought that... Okay. Yep. I had a feeling that was... Yeah, okay. I'm recognizing your name now. I definitely recognize your name now. You were in a car wreck? Oh, man. I'm so sorry you got into that kind of an accident, pal. It was taking me a while to really recognize the name. I knew it from somewhere, but I couldn't place where we knew you from. I am so sorry it took me so long to remember. That's an unfortunate thing. Sometimes with being online, you hear a name, you recognize a name, but it doesn't always click exactly how or why you remember it. You hung out here a lot earlier on in the channel. I remember that. It was always good having you around. But I'm glad you are out of the therapy and all that after being in a car wreck. That had to be a rough time. That had to be rough. Again, I'm sorry you got stuck in that kind of situation in the first place, but I'm glad to hear you're doing better. I am. I'm glad to hear you're doing better. Yeah, it definitely seems like you're doing better if you're talking about doing stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. It's good to have you back. Good to see you again. Alright, I need... Okay, a couple of things I need to do. First, I need to lower this. That there. Grab out some cobble. I'm gonna put a ring of that around there. Ah, I see, I see. New is this sort of... Oh! Yeah, this world is new compared to when you were last able to be with us. But it's a pretty good world as far as I'm concerned. It's been pretty fun so far. We actually have a start in a snowy biome, so things are a little different. Namely, having to deal with snow constantly piling up around our base, and having to deal with strays being the main mob that spawns. Not exactly fun, but we endure. Whoops, I did not mean to break that block. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Then I'm extra glad that you're okay. That... Wow, dude. I am so sorry. I am so sorry you had to deal with something like that. And I am very glad to hear that you're doing better now, that you're out of the worst of that kind of mess. 'Cause, like, jeez, that had to have been rough. Huh. Well, that kind of makes sense considering what you went through. But I'm very glad to see that you are back, my friend. Very glad to see you back. Very glad that you're doing better, and I hope you continue to do well with everything. I truly do. Yeah, still primarily on the PS4. That's still my main medium. It's my main means of playing the game. And I still enjoy it. It's still fun. Taquitos? Nice. Oh, crud. Ah! I realized as I was getting in there that I hadn't made sure. Oh, man, I just lost all my levels. That's okay, though. That's okay. That's part of why we were making a skeleton spawner. We were making a skeleton spawner so I could get levels and XP and use mending on my gear better. So, not a proper loss. Oh, it won't. It won't. It won't. It's not. It's far enough away that I can get to it before it has any chance of despawning. I just really should not have tried to drop down that hole without first being sure, absolutely sure, that there was water waiting for me. Feather falling is good, but it doesn't do that much on its own. Feather falling may be good on boots, but it doesn't do that much. I do still have that world stored away, but I don't play on it anymore. I do intend to go back at some point and at least look at some of my old worlds, including that one. But I haven't been on that world in a while. It's been a while since I've been on that world. That was a good world, in hindsight. Right, the emergency exit of that thing. And this time we're going to go down the scaffolding. This is a little slower, but we'll still get down there before our stuff has a chance to despawn. Well, thanks. Thanks, Hoyt. Okay, just a little further. There we go. Got back what's available of my levels. Got my gear back. Okay, there's the rest of it. I was like, wait, where's the rest? It was waiting for me. Okay, fortune pick goes there. Bundle, I gotta move you in a different kind of way. My sword. Or wait, these two get moved over. That goes there. Yabba-dabba-da. Yabba-dabba-doo. Zimba-damba-damba. Adabba-doo-dabba-dee-ba-da-boom. Okay, and the shovel goes here, axe goes there. Water bucket, I've got to empty you out into the right spots. That was where I made my mistake. I forgot to make sure that there was water waiting for me at the bottom. I can't believe I messed up like that. I mean, it's an easy mistake to make, but I can't believe that I made it, because normally I'm a lot more careful about stuff like that. Alright, reorganize the inventory back to the way I like it. Planks and sticks there. Logs of whatever kind I'm carrying there. Dooba-dooba-doo. Put that there. Bundle there. Leads there. Deeba-dabba-dabba. And skibba-da-bam-boda. There we go. Alright, everything is back where it's supposed to be. That's good. Remove that block for the moment. I actually need to... I just realized I need to move this stuff back a little bit. So we need to go down here, which this needs to be sunk into the wall a little bit. I'm realizing I'm making mistakes left and right and center, and it's a little sad. But then, it's been a little bit since I've really been doing a project like this, so... Is that everything? I think I'm missing a hopper. Okay, put those in there. Dabba dabba dabba. Going up. Oh, that's right. That's not broken. Oh, crud. Wait, I gotta be careful about breaking those because... Yay. Only just realized. I'm pretty sure that on the other side there is the, on the other side of that wall is the spawner, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, I know my pick is gonna break soon. That's part of why we're making this, this spawner room. And part of why I'm trying to be very careful what I do. It's not exactly proving the easiest thing. But I'm trying very hard to be careful with what I'm doing. Whoa, okay, why is the game slingshotting me around half the time? I don't understand why it's doing that. That's weird, to say the least. Okay. So, chest there. Hopper... aiming there. Cobble deep slate there. Break that. Oh. And those fell. Yep. That checks out. Typical. Trying to make something work, I end up making a little bit of a mess. And I just put stuff back where I didn't need it. Okay. Chests there. Chest there and there. And... chest there. Hopper there. Hopper there. That leaves one more hopper to go where I want it to. Put this stuff in here for now. I don't need it in my way. I do need this though. I do need those. Give me those. I can hear lava nearby. Jeez. SD stream, I'm probably going to... Oh, thanks! Thanks, Hoyt! I appreciate it. Truly do. Put that there, and... we'll put that there. Good. Okay, now, I need to get up. Okay, wow, that thing is working really, really good. Oh my gosh, that is working really well. Okay, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. I shouldn't have done that yet. I shouldn't have done that yet. Why did I do that? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, yeah, I was not ready to do that. And yes, you may call me your friend. You may definitely call me your friend. Okay. Gotta get rid of the skelly dudes! Oh, it's the water! It's the water! It keeps disabling my shield! Okay. That was close. The water was disabling my shield. Now, if I wall up, I'm gonna update that water, and it might cause it to flow into here and disable the shield again. Yeah, that was way too close. That was way too close. See? Yep. This is why I was saying we need to not wall up, because if we do, the water may update and push them to where they can better attack me. We got stuff still spawning in the spawn room. Okay. Now we can finish repairing the damage that I did. Okay. There we go. Yes, we do have a Discord server. If you post your Discord username, I or somebody else who has access to it can invite you. When we are able, that is. It may not be able to happen immediately. Please bear that in mind. But we will invite you. Yeah, see, the Discord server for the channel is open to anybody who watches the channel. It's joining my Twitch streaming world that requires subscribing to the Twitch channel. See, I just realized that... Well, no, wait. I didn't do it wrong. What I did wrong is I opened up the floodgates before I made it so these guys couldn't get out. That's what I did wrong. Well, no, to be on the Discord, you just have to be watching the channels. To join the Discord, you just watch my channels. Either one of my channels. If you were a viewer of one of my channels, you can join the Discord. What I was saying is, if you wanted to later join the Twitch live stream world, which is to say the world that I stream from on Twitch, and play with me actively while I am on stream, that will require a Twitch subscription. But that's an entirely different kind of thing from the Discord. Yeah, I was just trying to clarify. Since you haven't been with the channel for a while, you've been with us before, but you haven't been for a while, so I wanted to clarify that little bit of information. It's actually easier if you provide yours in the stream chat, and then we'll get you an invite as soon as we are able to do so. Myself or one of the other users who's on there. They ain't getting me this time. Nice try, dumb bones. Can I call them that? Can I call them dumb bones? Doesn't feel quite fitting. But we got it! Okay, then as soon as the stream is over, I'll try to get you invited. Hit it, Hoyt. Dry bones. Well, it doesn't quite... Dry bones doesn't quite fit, because they're not turtles, and more to the point, they're not dry. I mean, they're sitting in water right now, so that part doesn't quite fit. Nice try, though. Oh, but I do also need the number that comes after the, the name. That is the 1 point. I do need that part too. I think. I think we need that part too. I'm not sure. Put these bones, these arrows in here. Alright, well, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do, Hoyt. If I can't get you in using what I know of your user, then I will see what we can do the next time you are on the chat, okay? We will find a way to get you into the Discord, though. Anyone who asks, gets in. Hello, dumb skelly bones. Them bones, them not so dry bones. Maybe I should have put the kill spot a little lower. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the kill spot needed to be a little bit lower. Nah, I think it was okay where it was. Now that I'm looking at it, it might have been okay where it was. Well, it's not so much of a problem because the spawner is on that wall. It's on the other side of that wall. The ones that pile up over here, they're actually being pushed by a water stream from around the corner in there. So the spawner's over there, they're piling up in water, and the water's pushing them through a passage in the wall to drop into this spot here. So as long as that room stays unlit, we're good to go. But I appreciate the input. I appreciate the input and you trying to help, Hoyt. I really, really do. Now I just gotta get the way out of here fixed back up. We've got our easy way in. Gotta set up our way out. Unfortunately, I think I'm out of scaffolding. Oh! Oh. Okay, so I am a little short of the scaffolding I needed to be able to get out. But I can get back in! Splish! Very easily. Sweet! Okay. Nice. Yeah, this is feeling good. This is feeling good. The only other adjustment that I might make is put some trap doors on the floor around the crafting table so that I can use them as a means to keep myself from moving around. There we go. I think I need to be closer. Which is strange. There we go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can arrange. We shall see what can be arranged, Hoyt. But now that this thing is fully functional and ready, I think we're going to go ahead and call the session to a close. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes and comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications by smacking the bell. And make sure to check out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly. And most important of all, don't forget to share the channel with your friends if you think they may enjoy the content as well. We are on the road, my friends, to 1,000 subscribers, but we can't reach that point without your guys' help. So please, share the channel. That all being said, thank you again for watching. I am Gyros1, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I'll see y'all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!